I'm pulled from my sleep by the sounds of birds and passing cars. I check my phone. 12:39. 12:40. Crap, I'm late. I bolt out of bed and quickly put on my clothes. Wait. Okay. Think clearly, Malachi. By the time I get changed and walk to school, it'll probably be around 2 o'clock. School ends around 3. Yeah. If I'm this late already, I might as well just not go. Another absence. That's gonna look fantastic on my school standing. Good job, Malachi. I sigh and sit down, half dressed. I can probably still go to the literature club at least. Mostly to see if Natsuki made it in today. But I'm not looking forward to confronting Monica. What do I even say? It's not going to be a pleasant day. But first, a much needed shower is in order. I step out of the bathroom, feeling fresh and clean. I check the time again, 13:06. How long was I even in there? At least I feel less tense now. It just occurs to me neither Natsuki nor Sayuri have responded to me. I haven't heard a peep from either of them. My fears have crept their way back in, brewing themselves into the pit of my stomach like a vile tumor. I figured they might have taken Sayuri's phone or she turned it off. That's not a huge deal right now. She's in a safe place, and she will be okay. But Natsuki, I'm tempted to call her, let her know what's happened, but the rational side of my brain interrupts. What if she's in class? What if her phone is broken or something? She could be fine for all I know. Damn it. I almost wish I were omniscient so I wouldn't have this painful, crushing worry. I hold my breath and check the time. Club should have started by now. I follow the path along the courtyard. At least Sayuri isn't here to scold me for missing class. Who am I kidding? Right now I take any amount of teasing from this year. I force my thoughts towards the club. Reaching the door, I let myself inside and begin to navigate the hallways. After a short walk, I stop outside the door. I can see Monica and Yuri inside. No Natsuki. My gut feels like it's being dropped onto solid concrete. My already present worry gets even worse. I take a moment to compose myself before walking in. As I enter, both Monica and Yuri turn to look at me. Yuri quickly buries herself inside her book. Whatever plan I had to explain myself vanished the second I entered. I can only stand there awkwardly. I cough and try to stammer out a greeting. Hi, Malachi, can we talk for a moment? She addresses me with an emotionless, dreary monotone. I mean, yeah, I suppose. You want to chat out in the hall, or... Somehow, the prospect of being in the hallway where the others could hear is not ideal. But now I have to explain it in front of both Monica and Yuri? Great. Here is fine. Alright. Monica leans against the teacher's desk, her expression blank, yet somehow piercing my soul. It's gonna suck. I take a breath. I'll be straight. Something happened with Sayuri. I don't think I could tell you that that's up to her. But believe me, we didn't want to miss the festival. It was important to us. We wouldn't have skipped unless it was important. So, for what it's worth, I'm really sorry that we didn't make it. But that was surprisingly natural and more importantly honest. Still, I can't help but worry about her response. As soon as I finish, Monica's face softens, her brow furrowing with concern. Is she okay? She's safe. I see. Her eyes shift away for a moment, staring into space. Yuri hides her face within her book, seemingly tuning out the conversation. She seems upset. I don't blame her. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. Needless to say, I owe you an apology. I was in a panic and everyone was staring at us. I was stressed out and didn't want us to look bad and... She swallows and shakes her head a bit. But if Sayuri's safe, that's all that matters to me. I'm sorry, Malachi. An awkward silence ensues. I have a feeling that the festival failure hit her harder than she's letting on. While it was necessary, I still feel awful for contributing to its failure. It's alright, I'm sorry too. Monica nods before rubbing my upper arm a bit. Hey, are you okay? I pause. Throughout the last day and a half, I haven't had time to reflect on my mental state. Well, beyond the length of anxiety and stress anyway. Nobody's really asked me, so I've pushed that task aside for more important things. Not really, but it's nothing to worry about. She nods. If you insist. Yuri peers over her book inquisitively. What about Natsuki? The crushing worry returns as I focus on Natsuki's absence. I can feel a wave of mild nausea flooding over me. Something feels wrong. Really wrong. Where is she? It's not like her to skip like this. And to not be at the festival either? What if something happened? Yeah, that was my next question. I haven't heard from her. Like, at all. She wasn't with you? No, she went home on Sunday after we baked the cupcakes. I haven't heard from her since. The room goes quiet. Yuri sits down, staring ahead blankly before aimlessly flipping through her book. Monica closes her eyes and sighs. Okay, well, we'll have to. Something catches my eye. Outside the clubroom door, the flash of a familiar shade of pink. What's that? Am I just seeing things? Well, it's better that I find out rather than just standing here contemplating it. I'll be right back. Oh, alright. I probably cut her off from what she was saying, but this is more important. I make every attempt to walk to the door normally and resist the urge to sprint. Just as the door closes, I break into a jog down the corridor. I round the corner and... Natsuki, Malaka, keep your voice down! Please! She looks around like she's paranoid about being heard. Now, you don't understand, She speaks in a harsh whisper. I know, Malachi. I missed a festival, and it's my fault, and I know that, okay? I don't want them to come out here and start complaining at me and... Natsuki. She stops her tangent. I've missed you. I've been really worried. I am worried. We all are. She looks at me with a reaction that I can only describe as complete shock. I've missed you too, okay? A lot. I'm sorry that I missed the festival. I really wanted to go. It's okay. Sayori and I weren't exactly punctual either. She looks at me with confusion. It's just that, I debate telling her. From what I know, Sayori considers her a best friend alongside myself and maybe Monica. She'd want Natsuki to know. At the same time, I don't feel comfortable with it. That's her decision to make, not mine, just like with Monica and Yuri. Something doesn't sit right with me about lying to Natsuki, but I'm not really lying, right? It's just an admonition. Something happened. Sayori couldn't make it. Okay, that sounds bad. Is she okay? She's safe, at least. That's all I can say for now. I feel terrible about not being upfront, but I'm sure she'll understand if Sayori tells her. I quickly change the subject to the topic that's most on my mind. Which brings me to my own question. What happened on Monday? Are you alright? Oh, that. It was just, we had a problem at home. I had to help my dad fix something. So I couldn't answer my phone. I'm sorry. Huh. Her explanation seemed plausible enough, but I can't shake a bad feeling about it. A really bad feeling. A feeling bad enough to make me not believe a word she said. However, if she is lying to me of all people, she must be doing it for a reason. I don't press it. Alright, fair enough. Natsuki exhales and rocks on her heels. So, that's why. Can't wait to get chewed out by Monica. She was worried about you when I told her I hadn't seen you. You should talk to her. Yuri too. They're worried? She seems to react with genuine surprise. You know, despite your differences, Yuri does care about you. She sighs and picks up her rag. Not today. I need some time to myself, you know? Plus, I need to be home early today. I need to start dinner. Oh, alright. I'll see you tomorrow though, okay? Promise? I promise. She gives me a weak smile. Alright, get going. Don't let me hold you up. She waves and walks down the hallway. I start to head back to the clubroom. Before I round the corner, I look back. I see her at the stairwell, glancing back at me. I hold up my hand. She does the same before heading down the stairs. I sigh and head back to the club. As disappointed I am that I didn't spend more time with her, she's safe, she's alive. Jeez, why is that the first thing I think of when I see her again? I really need to calm myself down somehow. Well, there you are. Where were you? Oh, I was caught off guard from holding my own thoughts. Bathroom. Okay. Well, I was just about to say that we've ended the club early today. Yuri's already headed home. I'll try and call Natsuki again later this evening. Just in case the others show up tomorrow. I'd like you two to write poems if you can. Maybe it could help. Who knows? Yeah, sure, yeah. Very reassuring. I grab my bag, wave to Monica, and start my way home. As I finish off the last scraps of my dinner, I feel my phone buzz from inside my pocket. Discarding the dirty plate in the dishwasher first, I pull it out and check the notification. A text from Sayori. Several of them, in fact. Hey, Malachi, I won't be able to call tonight because I'm going to sleep soon, but I wanted to message you to let you know I'm doing better. You were right. The people here are taking really good care of me. They've given me some meds. I was really scared at first, but I think they're going to help. Sorry for doubting you when you said this would be the best thing for me. By the way, they said I could probably come home on Thursday, so that's good. I'll call you tomorrow if I can, after school and club and stuff. Good night, Malachi. Despite the good news, I feel the familiar cramping. Sting. She's being medicated now? I've heard stories online about taking stuff like that. What if she completely changes? What if it doesn't even work? What if she just attempts again? What am I kidding? I already know the answer. I'll fail her, just like before. I'll fail her. I'll run to the sink and splash some water on my face. I'll fail her. And she'll be dead. And it'll be all my fault. I can't bear the thought of her being alone, treated only with pills and encouraging words. I have an urge to run to the hospital and be right next to her, making sure she's safe. I want to see her happy again, be the Sayori I've known for so long. But I can only see her strangled corpse, dangling from a ceiling fan. Why is this happening to me? I've never felt this way before. Constantly on edge, overthinking and overreacting to news I should be happy about. Deep in terrible worry whenever I have the slightest bad thought. I can't keep going like this. My hands tremble. I send a message back to Sayori. Glad to hear you're doing better. See you soon. See you soon. If I'm not admitted myself first. I drag myself upstairs and collapse on my bed. These past couple of days have left me completely drained. I can't bring myself to do much of anything other than worry and sleep. And with the heavy toll that this day has taken on me, sleep takes me. God, I'm in over my head here. Given how quickly my classes are moving, missing 2 days of school has taken a toll on my studies. I have a lot of catching up to do. I can hardly focus on what the teacher is saying. It all seems so trivial given what happened to Sayori and Natsuki. Perhaps I'm worried about nothing. Sayori might very well be seriously improving. Maybe Natsuki is telling the truth and I'm just being paranoid. Regardless, one thing's for certain. I'm slowly becoming a nervous wreck. Fantastic. My already dwindling focus went out completely. All that's on my mind is a sense of foreboding doom and the anxiety of an uncertain future. The lesson from hell mercifully ends as the last bell rings. And just like that, I'm brought back to reality. I hastily check my materials into my bag. I'm the first one out the door. Following the now familiar route to the club, I wave through the crowd of students making their way to the staircase. As I come to the final bend, I hear Monica conversing with someone. Slowing down my pace, I wait just by the corner to not interrupt. A stroke? That's awful. I'm sorry. Yeah, we were all pretty upset. Our whole family was there. She's doing much better now, though. What? That's completely different from what she told me yesterday. Between this and her evasive behavior, I have no idea what's going on. Why would she lie to me? Or Monica? Or both? Was it something I did? Oh, hey, Malachi. Natsuki quickly waves at me and heads inside the club room, beckoning me to follow. As I enter, I hear Monica and Yuri already engaged in a conversation about something. Sounds like they're talking about a book Yuri's been reading. We move past and head straight to the windowsill, our usual spot. Natsuki yanks over the closet door and starts fishing out around for our Parfait Girls collection. I hold back. A stroke? Really? I feel a little sick. She is hiding something, that much is clear. But what? I have to broach the subject with her. Natsuki returns box in hand and rifles through it for the first volume. I quickly spot it and pull it from the box. We then slouch down and sit against the wall. Well, looks like we finally through the first volume. It only took us a week. Yeah, and now only 11 more parts. I can hardly contain my excitement. Hey! Natsuki lightly punches my arm in retaliation for my remark. Oh, come on, I like Parfait Girls, really. I know you do. You wouldn't have bothered sitting and reading it with me if you didn't. I think I'd sit down and pretty much sit through anything if it was with Natsuki's company. Anyways, I lean forward and shift the box towards me. Running my finger along the volumes, I find the second and swipe it out. I replace it with the old one. Hey, keep them in order! She scoffs before putting the first volume in order with the others. Sorry. Don't worry about it. It just gets confusing otherwise. Good point. I'm sure she'd love to see my DVD collection. Natsuki yanks the manga out of my hands and flips straight to the first page. She holds it out between us like before. We're only a few pages in when my mind starts to wander. I need to stop putting it off. This is the perfect opportunity to ask her what's going on. Monica and Yuri are busy. They left the club room to go look for a hole puncher. It's nearly the end of the club day. We can always come back to the manga, and I really need to know if something's wrong. Ah, to hell with it. I'll ask her now. Natsuki. Yeah? I overheard you talking to Monica earlier. You mentioned that someone in your family had a stroke, so you couldn't make it to the festival. Before you say anything, I don't care about the festival. I'm not mad at you, that's not what you told me, and is something going on? Malachi. Got it! Monica swings open the clubroom door, waving the hole puncher around like a trophy. Yuri follows behind her, carrying a box of full-lined paper. She sets it down on one of the desks. Natsuki sighs before whispering to me. Not here. The fountain outside. I nod. Natsuki stands up, stretching for a moment. I follow, stuffing the second volume of Parfait Girls back into the box. Should I bring this outside with me? Maybe, just in case she wants to read. I can tell she's upset. Maybe having the books with her will Take some pressure off of her. As I heft up the box, Monica turns her attention to me. Hey, Malachi! Hey. Monica ushers me over as Natsuki heads straight out the clubroom door. Monica's eyes follow her as her expression changes to a familiar melancholy. Already? We still have 5 minutes left. Her head droops down, now facing towards the door. I can't tell if it's out of confusion, sadness, or disappointment. Probably all 3. None of this has been fair to her, admittedly. I feel terrible for keeping her out of the loop. It's clearly doing a number on her emotions, but it's for the best. Monica takes 2 deep, swift breaths, lifts her head back up, and shrugs. Well, it's not the end of the world. I just wish she could have stayed longer. I need to feel her on the poem activity. Actually, you 2 are pretty close, right? Can you let her know that I'm trying to get the club back into full swing of writing poems? Yeah, I'll text her. Great, thank you. Also, I know you won't say what happened, but how is Sayori doing? I talked to her last night. She's doing much better. That's great to hear. Just remind her that we all care about her. Okay? No worries, I will. She smiles at me. Oh, don't worry, I'll let you go now. I grab the Parfait Girls box before heading towards the clubroom door. Monica shouts after me one last time. Just don't forget about the poems. I won't. See you tomorrow, Malachi. Finally. I move through the hallways, making my way down the double doors leading out the courtyard. I spot Natsuki straight away, sitting alone on one of the benches in front of the fountain. I head over and take a seat next to her, setting the manga down next to me. So... Natsuki doesn't respond. She just stares ahead blankly. Natsuki. No response. Would you rather not talk about it? Or should we just... I take the second volume of Parfait Girls out of the box. Rifling through the pages, I try to look for the page we left off on. Hey, what page were we on? I remember something about a cafe scene. My dad hurts me. Almost every day. Yes, for as long as I can remember. I missed the festival because he'd had a bad morning and threw a bottle at me. He stopped me from leaving the house. Made me clean the basement when I cried. I wanted to go. I really did. It's funny, really. I did want to perform my poem after all. It probably would have been fun. But, yeah. Now you know. Without even thinking, I pull her close into a warm embrace. She flinches slightly at first, but then reciprocates, gripping me firmly. I feel her jerk back a little. He knows where to hit, so it doesn't show. Hugs hurt a lot. My mind is flooded with 1,000 screaming voices. Rage, sadness, shock. She's been abused this whole time, and I've just stood by, not once thinking about it. Her poems, her absence, her self-isolation, all of them signs that I've ignored. I feel my chest tighten and my lungs start to burn. A familiar sting of anxiety. Natsuki, you can't stay there. You can't. She looks into my eyes, tears beginning to form. What am I supposed to do, Malachi? He decides where I go and when. No one would believe me. I have nowhere to go. And even if I did, Delevy breaks. She pulls herself into me, tears staining my shirt. Between sobs, she's barely able to choke out a sentence. Malachi, I can't live like this anymore. I don't know what I can do. I have an extra room. You'd be safe. This probably won't be a permanent solution, but it'll get you away for long enough for us to do something about him. You just need a way out. And you need it now. Natsuki wipes away her tears and shakes her head. You know I can't do that. I don't want to be a burden to you. Besides, he would never let me go. No matter what. He'll never let me go. I mean, I could get you out of there. Or at least I could try. Give me, I don't know, a day? I'll come up with something. Some way. There has to be a way. Malachi, I'm serious, Natsuki. She sits silent for a moment. Natsuki pulls away from me, wiping a tear from her cheek and sniffling. You can't get involved, Malachi. I shouldn't have even... Please. We'll figure it out. I can't let you stay there, Natsuki. You don't get it. This will only make things worse. Think about the long term, Malachi. I don't even know if we should do this. Or if it'll even change anything in the first place. I know they want to help, but... Natsuki, the only thing we should be concerned about now is your safety. Besides, it's not going to get better if you stay. We both know what he's doing isn't okay, so I'm trying to put a stop to it now. Please work with me here. I already told you I have a spare room for as long as you'll need it. We just need to get you out and your stuff, and we'll be out there as soon as we can. Please. She takes a deep breath. Damn it, Malachi, why do you gotta make it so hard? I don't know, okay? I just don't know. Natsuki stares at the ground silently. I can only assume she's mulling the options over in her head. Taking a deep breath, she makes up her mind. As if on command, she rises from the bench. I follow. You're right. I know it's not okay. Would you really want me over? Without a doubt, as long as I can keep you safe. We just need to figure out how to, well, get you out of there first. Does she even need to go home? I mean, I could just walk you to my house now. It wouldn't work. He's expecting me home 45 minutes ago. I feel a pin in my stomach, a tightening knot of the knees. And what happens if she's late? I don't want her to get hurt. And I need my stuff, clothes, medication, you know. It can't be today. Tomorrow, then. We can't waste time. You have to get out there and pack your stuff and be ready to go. I'll have time to figure it out. And how the hell we're even gonna... This is so messed up. My heart's going a mile a minute. But I need to try to keep it together and figure something out. For her. But I don't know if I can. Hearing that one of my friends had to go through... I choke up a little. Damn it. Malachi? Are you okay? You're getting a little... No, I'm fine. We just have to figure this out. I think. I think I know what to... The buzz of a phone startles us both. We fall dead silent. Natsuki slowly pulls out her phone out of her pocket and pushes a finger to her mouth, mimicking a shush. She starts to wander away from the bench to avoid the gushing noise of the fountain. With a bated breath, she answers. Seconds go by, followed by minutes. Each one feels like an hour. Each one worse than the last. Several steps behind, I can still make out her father's shouts over the line, her expression dropping more and more with each and every word. Natsuki visibly flinches a couple times, yanking the phone away from her ear as she does. Before long, it's over, and Natsuki turns to me defeated. Natsuki sighs. I've got to go home now. I'll walk with you. I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, I do need to find out how to get to your house, and I want to be there for you. She gulps. Okay. We should go then. Natsuki wipes her face with her sleeve and sniffles. Nodding, I quickly collect the Parfait Girls collection before we rush out of the school gates. While we were walking, she shoots a quizzical look my way. By the way, why did you bring Parfait Girls? I thought that you want to read. So you brought the whole box? I don't know. I thought maybe you just like having it nearby, you know? Like a comfort thing. I guess it is, isn't it? I never really thought about it that way. She pauses. Well, I can't exactly take it home with me. Edward, don't worry. I'll keep it at my place for safekeeping. Too late to take it to the club, I take it. Yeah, fine. She appears to be uncomfortable with the decision, before showing a weak smile. Just be careful with them, okay? They're important to me. Of course. We step onto the sidewalk outside the school gate, and Natsuki leading the way. Our entire walk is punctuated by silence, but as we turn the corner, Natsuki speaks up. It'll be that one up to the right. She motions towards her house, her arm wavering a little. We stop a few doors down. I'm not quite sure what to say now. I set the manga down on the sidewalk for a moment. Natsuki stops before giving my hand a quick squeeze. I return the gesture, making sure to be careful. I don't want to hurt her. I'll see you tomorrow, at the club. And Malachi, thank you. She whispers, her voice shaking. That must have taken a lot for her to say. It's okay. I try to reassure her, but I can't even reassure myself. She releases me from my grip. I think it's best you hold back here. Uneasy, I nod and wait a few doors down. Natsuki continues onward, heading down, clutching her backpack. As she approaches her house, her head cranes up. A gruff voice calls down to her, telling her to get inside. A pang of dread shoots through my body as I quickly hide behind the nearby fence gate. I hope he didn't see me. God knows what would happen if he did. Peeking behind the fence, I get a quick look at Natsuki's father. A heavy-built man what it looks like to be in his late 40s. His posture, skin tone, muscles suggest a life of manual labor. He's up on the balcony, taking a final drag from a lit cigarette. He carelessly flicks the near-finished butt over the edge of the balcony, landing somewhere in the street. The man then promptly turns around, yanking the door open. I hear a crash as it slams behind him. Natsuki chances one final glance my way. I raise my hand in a goodbye wave. She raises hers, shouldering her bag in the process. However, she immediately jerks forward as the front door to her house opens and she slowly steps in. And like that, Natsuki's gone. I feel awful, but there's no way around leaving her here. Just for tonight. Regardless, what's done is done. I need to get home, if only to figure out my next move. Speaking of, I whip out my phone and snap a photo of Natsuki's place, so I have something concrete for my plan with. With nothing else to do here, I pick up Parfait Girls, turn around, and begin the trek home. 3 rings, going on 4. Come on, pick up. Malachi, hey! Hey, Sayori. How are you? She pauses for a moment. The best I've been doing in years. I actually feel alright. I find it difficult to express my relief. I knew that getting professional help would be good for her, but I assumed it would be a lot more of a gradual process. Honestly, I'm really happy for you, Sayori. Thanks, Malachi. I actually don't even have to stay here anymore. Almost on a way to pick me up. So I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, nice. Oh, I forgot. The doctor said I could probably go to school tomorrow if I wanted. That's great. Just remember, you don't have to come to the club if you don't want to. No, I do. I really do. I love the literature club. Besides, I'm the vice president. I can't just shrink my responsibilities like that. She's almost acting like her normal self. It's honestly terrifying how she was on Monday compared to now. It seems like she wants to move past what happened. On one hand, I'm all for trying to create a more positive environment for her. On the other hand, I guess if you really want to, you want to walk to school with me? Of course I do, Malachi. Like always. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow then. See you tomorrow! Don't forget about your alarm. I won't. Bye! She hangs up. I sigh as I set my phone down on the counter. I just hope that Sayori didn't notice that I wasn't all there. I'm so exhausted by what happened today, I'm just unable to really express anything. However, I am genuinely relieved to hear she seems to be doing fine. Hopefully tomorrow won't be too much for her. I fix myself a simple dinner, which I quickly scarf down before tossing the dishes into the sink. I should wash them, but I just don't have the energy right now. I'll do them later. Right now, the only thing on my mind is Natsuki. I sit on my bed, trying to drown out my thoughts by scrolling aimlessly through my phone. It's not working. Sayori is safe at least, that's one worry off the table for now. But Natsuki, where do I begin? Her own father beating and berating her. While scrolling through my phone, I come across the picture I took of Natsuki's house. Oh, I sense a plan coming together in my head. I may well have a way to get her out if... I zoom in on the picture, inspecting it meticulously. I think I know exactly what to do. Exiting out of the gallery, I strike up a text conversation with Natsuki. I frantically type out my instructions for her, step by step. However, my eyes are drawn to our old text conversation from when we were planning for our visit last Sunday. I can't help but notice how happy she was to come over. Should I have seen the problem then? Come to think of it, before that day, I'd never really seen Natsuki truly excited before. God, how long has this been going on? I finished typing the plans out and sent my message. I just hope that she's okay.